Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of there. It's a little bit delayed, kind of, sort of. I feel a little bit, I don't know. Throw this up. Hold on a second, children. Hold on a second. I got to do something real quick. It don't look right for me. That's right, Charles. Hold down the fort just a second. Yeah, that's Glow. That's better. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is the Rant Report. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Where we talk about things that happen in social media, hot topics, pop culture. Yeah, should have led with that, but that's what we're going to do today. Some people are no longer with us, and some people, well, actually, a lot of people don't care. Also, a lot of people showed their you-know-whats yesterday because of it. Lucy LaDuca and Q were at Roscoe's and dropped a little bit of tea that raised some questions between fans, which, to be honest with you, it's a conversation that we've been having, but we'll explore a little bit of that. Reminder, today is the Lip Sync Lollapalooza for all the eliminated queens. We'll be going over those who were eliminated and giving our thoughts as far as who we think is going to take it all. Also, we're going to be going over some new films that are going to be coming out either next year or the end of this year, and the solar eclipse that just took place and how I feel it gave me a little bit of a sniffle, a hachoo, if you will, a little bit of a cold, because Maddie's been under the weather. If you're wondering where the Chucky review is and the reaction, I've been under the weather. Since the last time we did the video, my sinuses have been acting up. On top of it, I had to go to the dentist. That's a long story. Ooh, what a cleaning that was. But it's been a crazy week for me just coming back home after a wonderful vacation. So much that is left. And I almost forgot to do this, and I think you'll be pretty pleased. We're going to drag JoJo Siwa's. Well, I've got to find a nice word to say. It's too early to go into screaming, but the apparent beginning leader of gay pop, I guess the first to be known of that, I guess the creator of gay pop, we've never had that before, has dropped a video called Karma. And I'm going to break down said video today. Drag her, I will, because what did I witness? What in the soft stud did I just watch this good evening? I have pictures. I have breakdowns. I need to discuss this. This young baby said they are trying to bring gay pop to our doors. And I'm going to give you a few people on this earth that are not to be played with when it comes to gay pop. Because Joe, you ain't the first. Wide shoulders, messed up hairline. You are not the first. And we're going to get to you in a second here. I want to talk about your video and give you a little bit of advice and direction that you need to take. Because I don't want to ever see that again. Yeah. That's what we're going to talk about today. Cowboy Carter also breaking records. That's my mother, and I'm very happy to see Beyonce stepping on people's necks. We're going to talk about something that did happen, though, that is raised a lot of attention because with Beyonce jumping into the country category, reminder, she said it's a Beyonce album, not a country album. There have been folks that have decided to choose racism as a weapon in order to combat the evil that is Beyonce or whatever, and it has caused a lot of folks to jump up and say, I don't think so, including our white brothers and sisters out here, which I was really appreciative to see, because I'm like, baby, this is what I'm talking about. You cannot like a girl, but you don't have to go there. And we'll get into that today. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. If anything else that we need to drive into and talk about as far as social media and pop culture and hot topics are concerned, you in the comment section are also going to be a part of this conversation and persuasion. Yeah, you know what, Robert? I wasn't, but I can. Thank you for reminding me. As a matter of fact, because I was looking at that this morning. And I said, "Oh, we have to now go in here." And I'm a fan of Miss Banks's music, but I'm not a fan of her open my mouth and say policy sometimes because it's a few flies too many in my opinion. Uh, Let me go ahead and pull this up. I wanted to make sure I have this. At least I can. Bam! I'll go ahead and have that on the roster today too. I thank and see that's why I said you all are part of the conversation. Let's get my social medias out the way and let's get this started. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for X, which is at the Matty-Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. If you excuse me, not just the description, but the description of my about section of my YouTube channel. Grab a branch and eat some fruit, have some Activia, and get yourself a good old nasty poot on over here because we have a good time today. Yes, I got my Eevee Evolution shirt on. A lot of you should already know who my favorite Eevee Evolution is. I'd love to hear it if you're a Pokemon fan in the live chat while we're talking today, because this is what? Open conversation, a live stream of hot topic proportions, a way to kill some time in the day and spend some fun love with your bro. Ooh, with your brother Matty-Rants. Oh my gosh. Mary Gallagher. All right. That was embarrassing. Anywho, you can find that in my about section. Please and thank you. Also, if you want to catch my reactions on Patreon, we're here season, what is this, 4 now? We're going to be covering on my channel, on Patreon, as well as on YouTube. Chucky, I'll be recording my reaction to this most recent episode tomorrow, because today is a little bit different for me. Today I gotta take a nap after this because I'm not feeling the best. Thank you. Maddie's going to be popping a nice Tylenol PM and going to bed early tonight. Very early tonight. Because I am not feeling it. Whatever is in the air has caught me. And I'm like, can't do it. But check my reactions on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. I got Chucky coming up. We're here. Also, the new Untucked Drag Race Live Vegas show. I thought that was really cool. I want to cover it. And remind you the Lollapalooza episode. It won't be posted tonight. It'll be posted tomorrow in the morning. I'll be doing my review normal time, but maybe a few hours later. Like normally it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. I'll be doing it like 3 o'clock my time. Like same time today, I'll be doing it as well. Where else we going? Come on, brain, click in. I was like, okay, lots on the roster. Oh, bookable on Cameo. I got a very interesting request recently. I don't know what to do with it because I'm like, you can't be dependent on me if they don't want to talk to you. But okay, I'm gonna try my best to help you out. So give me a second here because I'm trying to think of words to give in that moment. But also, if you want to book me on Cameo, I'm available there. And also merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. As a reminder, because what we're going to be talking about today is hot topic information, some sources that will be provided. But as a reminder, this is a program for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to blind any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all the opinions expressed by Matty-Rants and program participants are still their personal views and do not affect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be gross, rude, or weird about it. Grab your libations and strap in because Matty is a talker. You may be here for a while, and please do not post any spoilers in the chat because why? And if you feel uncomfortable viewing this program, consume some Activia and have yourself a good poot. I completely forgot that last statement. It has been a little while for the vacation atmosphere here. Listen, speaking of which, if y'all want to throw me a little bit of love, it goes a long, long way. I've been broke. He ain't got it because bills have been slapping me in the pain right now, and I have been basically running on fumes, if you will. So if you want to help me out, but throw me a little love my way, get me a low-key tomato bisque soup and grilled cheese number tonight. Just to show a little bit extra love. You don't have to, but if you want to, please and thank you with paypal.me/MattyRants, cash up $MattyRants, Venmo MattyRants if you cannot drop a tippy poo, which really helpful right now. But if you can't, thumbs up and comment section because the algorithm is of utmost importante. Utmost importance. What's going on? I'm having a day. I told y'all I'm delirious. I already have a Tylenol in me. So trust. Tired, drained, sinus kapoots. So yeah, if you want to drop me some love, please and thank you. But get in the comment section and talk about some of these hot topics today. A little bit of the subject matter that will be at hand here. And make sure you hit the thumbs up button because it's super important. And I thank you so very much. So yay. Yes, I am. When I tell you I need my YouTube check immediately, we are behind, honey. We are behind. And so I'm having to do one of these where it's like, okay, Maddie, we just got to figure this out today. We're going to figure this out tomorrow. Luckily, my car is working right now. So thank you, Jesus. That has saved me from having to Uber to said places. But now gas is the next life. You already know what's up. All right. So much to talk about today. A little bit of subject matter that would be at hand here. No, tax season was not fun for me because I did not get anything back. So trust and believe. And if I did, I probably wouldn't even be up here with the tip jar right now. But baby, they said no. I said no. Give me something. We're dying over here. All right. The solar eclipse happened this week. It's really interesting because I was flying the day of said solar eclipse. I don't know if that was something that was experienced for everybody across the world. I know in the United States it was, and directly in the line of sight with the said solar eclipse was where I was in Texas, right? So, to give a brief description of what it looked like outside, and I wish I took pictures, but I was also in the shower, in and out, and my cats were doing a lot while this was happening because they were going crazy in my home. We had a thunderstorm and tornado watches that took place during that. So, like, as the solar eclipse is happening here, it's like trash weather on top of it, and it was really weird. But I literally watched as it went from a portion of light outside, it was like slowly drifting into like complete darkness at one point in time. And it was weird because I didn't think it was going to get as dark as it was that day, but it did. When I bitch, when I tell you, I went outside and I was like, what is this? It was crazy because everything looked a little purple and it looked kind of like low hue sepia tone next outside. It was really creepy. And made me a little nervous because I was like, girl, what in the apocalyptic something going on right here? I don't know. Bitch, I was nervous. I was like, okay, this is a lot. But it stayed dark for a little bit. It wasn't too long. Like I want to say, I don't know, it was about like a good 45 minutes to maybe an hour before I started seeing like the light come back up and all that happened. And I said, okay. And nothing crazy happened. Like some people are like, oh, well, it's gonna be the end. Blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, that did not happen, babies. I think we're good. Unfortunately, I don't know if a lot of you are following on Twitter recently, but I did look something up, and there was somebody who apparently, some social media influencer said that it was going to be the end of the world with the solar eclipse, and they did something in reference to their loved ones by taking them out of the equation. And I don't even want to give it their name a highlight or whatever because I looked this up. Yeah, Mystic Lipstick that was the name. But I was reading it and I was like, okay, this isn't real. And then I kept going. I said, oh my God, this. Are you for real? And it's like, oh my God, and you brought other people into your madness. And so as somebody who literally lived through Y2K and when everyone thought that was going to be the end of the world, as someone who also is a person who reads their Bible and understands like the signs specifically as to what would be the end of the world if it was to be biblical, and it was to be actually like y'all wanted the truth, there it goes. It wouldn't be a solar eclipse, baby. And that's why it gagged me a tad bit, because like, it's just it's a lot to take in, and I need people to honestly seek mental health help. Okay, a therapist, there are free therapy for those of you who may be in certain income and housing. Like, I promise you there is. You need to start asking questions. It may not be who you want to go to, but it's going to be important, because when you get like diagnosed for certain things you didn't know what was going on with you, it can be very helpful to understand what's happening with your mental chemistry. So like, just reading that like the other day, I said, this is madness. And it's going to get worse as this goes. This is not the first time something like that has happened before, mind you. But like, you have to really think about this. Like, we're coming up on an election year. The Olympics are going to be this year as well. This is about to be a very, very busy year of a lot of information being force fed into all of our minds. And there's going to be a lot of, I guess, smoke and mirrors that may be happening, where we may be missing some important things happening in the background because so much other big things are taking place, right? So like, I just want everybody to be vigilant and just pay attention to what's going on, because like, we already had an incident happen where it was the mass amount of stupidity over Trans Awareness Day and Easter happening to fall on the same said day, even though Easter does not fall on the same day every year. And that people were so gung-ho on, you're trying to like destroy America and blah, 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 over a day that actually was given said day, and that Easter just happened to fall on such a day to where they both can actually coexist at the same time. It's ridiculous. So like, you saw how people went crazy for that. Like, you even had Caitlyn Jenner, fossil fuel looking self, jump out of nowhere, giving you all kinds of the last monster in the Relic movie from 1990, whatever, jumping on in here, trying to let everyone know that Bruce is still somewhere in there, letting you know that Republican, that tax payer over there with those kids that he didn't want to have, those children with that one leg. Very that. I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and get into these topics today. As a reminder, please, once again, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become a part of this Rant Pack family. I'm a little bit under the weather, which is why you didn't see me the last couple of days. Shout out to those of you who knew that Relic reference. It's an older movie. If you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Send me a little love. It will go a long, long way via the tip jar with paypal.me/MattyRants. Catch up to all MattyRants. Venmo Matty-Rants. When I say flat, I mean flat. Throw me a little bit of love my way. Buy me some dinner tonight, especially because your boy is a little bit under the weather. But trust me, tomorrow I have a lot of work on my plate. We got Chucky coming up for my Patreon folks, as well as RuPaul's Drag Race, the Lip Sync Lollapalooza episode. And apparently reunion that's also happening in same said episode. So I said, okay. Lots of work. Plus the panel is back this Sunday. I really appreciate a little tippy poo, and I thank you so much for being here. Hit that thumbs up button and get the comment section. Let's go. All right, so moving forward here. Oh my goodness, I don't want to have to blow my nose right now. So this happened this week. All right. Cool. All right, let's move on. I can breathe again. Okay. I mean, it is hot topics. That's what happened. From two letters to one. Let's talk about Q. Okay, that was fabulous. Oh, come on, y'all. We got a good joke in there. A little typical by joke. From two letters to one. Oh, okay. Yeah, the juice is loose, maybe in hell, but possibly in heaven, depending upon what had happened prior to his time. But we will talk about karma in a second when it comes to football-headed people. But this man is no longer with us, and that just happened yesterday. Okay, so the juice, yes, is loose. Mhm. All right. You're like, Matt, come on, you gotta talk about what he was famous for. A white Bronco, a black glove, and a white woman. The NFL standard. Yeah. So we gonna move on from that. Okay. Mind you, Jussie was like, OJ walked so I could like live, but that lie couldn't carry over, and the light skin didn't help either. But like at the same time, like, okay, like no shade. I have nothing against the man. There was what happened with his case. There was a lot that was going on. There was a lot of racial stuff that was going on in reference to like, oh, why would he be getting off from this? And then at the same time, it was the privilege of being such a star and getting like something like that. Cause again, he was like, they found him not guilty, whatever, all of that. But like at the same time, people are, it's kind of a lot of folks had questions, but we were happy he was. Some of us were happy he was because of the fact that they were just hoping he'd be guilty because he was black. And so it was almost like we just want him not to be just so we could say fuck y'all. Like no shade. Like that was a lot of folks. I remember that from when I was younger, and my dad and my mom would talk about that often because they were like, well, the climate at the time was crazy when that had happened. Auntie, but that's the truth. Like he was definitely a trash panda, and no one was really clocking it. And he was using him. Oh, see, now I'm talking about it. All right, let's go. Let's talk about Khloe Kardashian's daddy. Let's do it. He was using that, in my opinion, as a factor, and I think even for the case themselves, like they were using that to like take what was it? It was sort of like to emotionally sway everything, to be like, oh, you're just saying this because I'm this, and it's possible I can't be for that, and da 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 da. Like, and we know that sometimes people have done that before, but like will immediately turn around and say, F black, this, that, da, 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 da. So like for me, that's how I always viewed him. It was like only when it came to your advantage that was really put into place, and you really were playing the man's game for quite some time. And that's the tea. And then you would, mind you, at one point in time, you used to be with somebody else. I saw a picture of him with his old family. I was like, whoa, that was the original family. Then what happened and where he went to from there. And I was just like, okay, interesting. But I don't know. He's gone. That's that. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm going to stress it because it's necessary and it's needed. And I thank you, Drewski, for the first super chat of the day. Love you and appreciate you, baby. Saw one tweet that fried me. Someone asked to explain his in a pop terms and got a reply of OJ stuns in new casket selfie. Oh my God, that is a mess. Thank you, Drewski, for the super chat. All right, so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like absolute crap. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is killing me, like right here. Q and Lucy Laduca was at Roscoe past week here, and a lot was talked about with this episode, and of course it raised some flags with fans and those alike who were just kind of like, okay, girl, what's the tea, what's going on, etc., etc. So Q talked about seeing the writing on the wall. Oh, excuse me. Q talked about seeing the writing on the wall when it came to their elimination. I mean, even Lucy kind of spoke on that with how, certain things were said, this, that, the other was given, and, it was about their time to go, right? But also that there were some moments on the show, like we talked about, that seemed a little like, okay, so that fan's not on. This didn't make any sense here. Q even alleged or spoke that some people, we didn't see everything, which I continue keep telling y'all this. They film all day and we get like an hour and some change. Please miss me with on this episode, Matt. No, baby. That's not what happened there, though. That's what we saw. That's not what had happened, though. I'm talking about what we saw. But I know what had happened may have been completely different. And so you just got to walk with it sometimes. So you can see things and it's like, yes, definitely that's the way it was, whatever. And then other times it's like an edit. Like they even put music in there or sound effects to completely sway you into like having feelings about something. And that's the case when it comes to a lot of these people on Drag Race. And yes, I completely understand the whole, what's the word I'm looking for here? When Lucy, was it Lucy or Q that said, I spend a whole lot of money and then we get mad that we didn't win and we walk away from that. And then people are mad that we're upset. I cannot knock this. I do feel a ways when it is taken out on other queens on the show. Like, you didn't deserve this, or I feel like you shouldn't have won that. That's when I'm like, girl, shut your face. However, when we get the, okay, bitch, that should have been me, though. I didn't have to go home this week. I definitely gave what I was supposed to give, and it pisses me off. Just I would be hot, too. If I came to the show, I spent a good amount of money. My drag was right. I know I beat that hoe in the lip sync. I know I did. And I have to leave that day. Yeah, I'm going to be hot. So I relate to this. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. But I get nervous when the queens start talking about this point of view from the show, and I want them to be honest and sort of give the fans a little bit more than what we see on screen, because it helps for insight. However, it's like a double-edged sword, because it also kind of fans a flame that was already burning a little bit, where people are like, I'm mad at the show for not doing what I want them to do. And then also, this opinion of how they felt is also an opinion, right? Like, they're just telling you, what they experienced, but that could also be a different view than what was the actual take on everything. I Libra'd this. Did you see what I did? I was like, they're right, but it also doesn't have to be. And if it's not right, it also could be. And then if it is, what if it's not? But when it is, isn't it? Sorry, stupid me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a little tippy poo. Appreciate y'all for being here today. Hold on. We got some tippy poos in the jar. Yay. Aaron. I can't think of, that sucks, Aaron. My apologies. The next time I see you in the live chat, remind me to do the Aaron's theme song. You deserve it, friend. I was trying to think of it, but I can't come to me. And do y'all hear this all right here? This is killing me. Fuck the tomato bisque. I'm doing egg drop soup. Yeah, I need something brothy. Ain't no way. Is anyone else feeling it too? Because I was looking online and a couple of folks are very much under the weather right now. And I'm getting scared. What's going on? Please tell me we're not about to go through another situation. I'll get nervous. Feel better. See you in Vegas when you come. Yeah, I got to make it this year, but I need to go when it's cheap. I need to look at Vegas tickets when it's cheaper to go. I want to go when it's cool. I'm sorry, y'all. It's all this pressure in my eyes, if you can't tell. Oh my God. Thank you, Aaron, for the tippy poo. DW, thank you so much for tippy poo on Cash App. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'm a teacher, and someone went home today high with a fever. I feel a little bad as well. This is something going around. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Matty, I'm back on my tees. Work. Ashraf, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on. Come here. Hi, Matty. Please accept this for your fur babies. Thank you. I just put my dog, a 14-year-old. Oh. 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 That was a. Oh, I'm already puffy. Oh, let me get my ice mask. Hold on. Ashraf, oh my God. You got me crying. Hold on, sweet pea. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ooh. Oh, mercy. Okay. Woo, 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 woo. Woo. Okay. Woo. 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 My God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Give me a second, baby. Okay. I try like you've been in my live chats as well as comment sections for a little while now, or a good while I should say, to the point where when I see you, like I see other people, Donna, Joel, Soulful Dog, the list honestly goes on. Like shit, Zara, shit, let me do it now. Nick, Auntie Joyce, JB, all the way from Prague. Thank you, baby. Cole as well. Cole, every time I see your face, how you doing, Lovey? When I see fairy dust, I know it's Sue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, Aaron. Come on, 4K. I've been sick since Saturday, friend. Head cold. That it's not like my body is fine. It's like right here. It's crazy. Oh my God. Tell. What is it? Keondae? Am I right? It's Keondae, right? Because he has the YouTube channel where he talks about a lot of music, mostly with R&B, but very like historical references and like good breakdowns of particular hits and sort of songs that were maybe people have missed this, that, and the other. Am I right? Because I met your partner at that bar that I was at when I came there with Ty that one time and had that really awesome hot toddy, but it was with cranberry juice. Congratulations and send them my love. All the love to you. But thank you, Aaron. But back to Ashraf. Bitch. Let me tell you something. I love and appreciate you, and I've sent you nothing but the warmth and wellness and all the blessings and all that kind of stuff like that. You know, I had a dream about Mamu a couple of days ago, and it freaked me out a little bit. Like where I kind of in the dream he woke up. It's like he was unresponsive, and I went to go pet him, and it freaked me out, and I thought it was real. And I woke up sobbing. And I haven't even had Mamu. Oh my God. It will be the 1-year anniversary. I've had my baby in May. You know what I'm saying? And when I woke up, I went to go see him and I grabbed him and he was like, I woke him up. He was like, what the fuck is this? You know how cats are. But hearing that, the passing of your dog when Rufus passed away, y'all know that was Jamar's dog. And I know that's your like forever friend and that's your buddy. And that's how I feel about my baby's Mama and Mina. So like, yeah, all my love to you, my doll. Seriously, you got it. Oh my goodness. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Rant Pack. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is so gay, but I have to. Y'all don't know. I'm getting older. I can't be just crying all the time. I'm so serious. Oh my goodness. This was one of the best Amazon purchases ever because y'all know I get emotional, and I swear to God. Also, genuine experience. I like kind of like met someone today at the grocery store I go to. Yeah. With my sinus headache and everything, because I was like, bitch, I ain't got no money, so let me go here and buy some drumsticks because they were on sale, honey. And I did. I found me a good old sale. And yeah, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Bitch, I was like, oh, that be pulling. But they're kind of hot, so yeah. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I was like, oh, and it's not okay. Work very mature for it. So stay tuned. That blew me away a little bit because I was like, okay, so we're attractive and also seemed kind of cool, personable, walked me to my car and shit. Yeah. Me doing that. Leap. Oh, Joyce, thank you. I don't know. It's just the reason why I'm talking about it is because y'all know I've been on this new body journey recently, and I've also been kind of hard on myself about it because I have a bit of body dysmorphia, and I like it's happened recently over since COVID. I should be really honest with you, and so it's been weird to look at myself in the mirror and be like, I like me, right? But lately, I don't know, like that trip to Miami, my therapy sessions, just me in general being very like, even now with like bills and stuff, I'm just like, you know what, Matt, like fuck it. That's kind of where my attitude's been lately. Like, you know what, just fuck it, whatever, man. Just live and just be like in the moment present. Like even with me not feeling good right now, I'm like, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. So then that happened, and I was like, oh, is this that good energy I was talking about? They keep saying if you put out in the atmosphere, it works. So I don't know. I'm just going to try to keep pushing that feeling and also smiling outside. I was told to smile more often. I can look like a bitch. So I was like, oh, okay. Let me try. I can't help it. But yeah. Quavo TV, Maddie, you play too much with this mask, though. You look good. Thank you. No, I have to. When you cry too much, you can get your eye bags up. Yeah, but I'm here for the queens talking their shit. I also get nervous. I shout out to Q. They made that outfit that day. They didn't have enough clothes. It happens with Drag Race. Unfortunately for them, their idea for their book title was stupid already. So I was like, fuck all that. But we'll see what happens for the lip sync Lollapalooza, huh? That's what we're gonna do. Grab your popcorn, pull in your drinks. Let's talk about this nonsense right here today and why Abby Lee Miller is truly the greatest villain of all time, because I blame her for this soft stud right here. Okay? JoJo, you are so close from being a Tory on the challenge, except with, lesbian. I'm going to drag you, bitch. I'm sorry. I'm going to talk about you. You're old enough now. I'm going to talk about gay pop. I want to be the frontier of gay pop. Mind you, Lil Nas X, while maybe, rapping, I would say was way more at the forefront of that conversation than you'll ever be. I'd say Saucy Santana would be more in front of that. And these girls aren't even pop bitches. Troy, whatever that little lady is, we're going to leave her out this conversation. I was like, excuse me? in between lipstick and all kinds of no. Let's talk about this ugly ass outfit in this ugly ass video that made ugly no sense. Okay. All right, Matthew. Matthew, sit down. Sit down, Matthew. Sit down. You got Sam Smith out there putting everything in the last sausage casing of a fucking corset. Out there pushing all kinds of, I can see the varicose veins in his upper thigh tees. Out here in these streets, singing in all registers, baby, with an actual voice. And you want to talk about gay pop? I didn't sit there and watch that queen get on stage and give all kinds of blasphema for you to even say. I would say all the girls on Drag Race that have had music come out before. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. I had to blow my nose. Why did you push the black girl down at the end of the video? Oh. I have questions. You pulled up the little not Lindsay Lohan with the tan, wide eyes, Pretty Little Liars little girl up. But at the end of the video, you knocked that black baby down. Is that supposed to be Nia? I was confused. I didn't understand what was happening here. Go watch the video. Go watch it. Go watch it. She pushes the black girl down at the end of the video. Ask yourself that question. Why did she do that? Is that karma? Is it dark? Do you have to push it away? Tell me I'm wrong. That's Nia, baby. She was like, fuck Dr. Holly. Karma's a bitch. Ah, oh my God. I wanted to call her Kyle Rittenhouse for a second. You know what? It's like she went looking for trouble and then got mad when they got her. Okay. What you don't know is she's actually spitting on this girl. Oh, please don't take anything I'm saying seriously. This is all jokes right now. I promise. I swear to God, this is all jokes. I put on everything. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. It's like JoJo stole all of her moves. Now they have to go to a cheerleading competition. Oh my God. This is like the epitome of how Trishelle was to Peppermint on Traitors 2. I feel like Trishelle started out all of her sentences like very transphobic prior to being like, I think Peppermint is a traitor. Like she would say something like, man, I think Peppermint's a traitor, knowing what that was inferring. Like, I feel that is her MO. Sorry about it. Where else could I go with this? This feels like some Disney movie called True Colors. Like JoJo gets to find out what it feels like to be a black girl in an all-white school through her very, very, very light skin and 3C hair having friend here. That's like someone getting a black experience through me. Like bitch, like look at me. I am bright as hell in the scale of black man on earth. Okay. Like you're not going to get the full experience with me because there is a privilege I have. Like I'm just going to be real with you. Right. Color of Friendship, you body. That's the movie. That's the movie. Okay. This gives me what oh my god. Not the black lead in every Tim Burton movie. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Where you gotta go? Question. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I swear. All right, all right. Let's talk about the video itself. All right, I'm done with my initial ripping of said picture of JoJo Unchained. I'm done ripping it. I'm done doing all that. I feel like Quentin Tarantino is about to feed her a bunch of N-word lines. No shade. I'm done. Let's talk about the actual song itself and laugh about it. Holy shit on a brick. Beyonce's Cowboy Carter is expected to remain at #1 on the Billboard 200 for a second week with 131K units sold. It will become her longest running #1 album in over a decade. Yeah! Sorry, that's excellent news. My mother, Beyonce news. That lady gave you a full album to stream and gave you a portion of it for a fucking CD in a whole. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. And the girls are talking about Hag Hive and all that kind of stuff. Let me explain something to you since I'm one of them old bitches that's been watching and following Beyonce since the beginning days of Destiny's Child. And a lot of these girls out here who are new Beyonce's fans can't understand. Let me take this little girl off my screen while I talk about Mother real quick as she sits behind me so you understand what's really up. Okay? To be 27 years in your industry and game and still pulling #1 albums, multiple weeks with #1 singles. Put some respect on it. Put some respect on it. Back to this tragedy. I don't even have to speak on behalf of like Beyonce. She just gets up and goes out and does it on her own. She just operates under the guise of, I give a fuck what you have to say. Just kidding. When I see some of the racist thing that Taylor Swift fans post, it drives me into another level. I see the monkey reference that y'all use for Beyonce, and it is past your prime for that. Y'all on some hellacious shit. Let's talk about JoJo Siwa though. Oh, it will get album of the year, and if it doesn't, then they are actually just playing with that girl in her face. Like they're just doing it. Like we've been known, but it'll be like truly the one. Because to me, this is her best album I've ever listened to. I've been listening to it front to back. There are songs I didn't think I was gonna like just for fun. Now I actually listen to often because it relates me personally right now. Anywho, let's get to it. Also, My Rose I play often. I had that one on repeat the other day. I was feeling like shit. That was a good pick-me-up song. I would recommend it. Jonas, I don't think so, and I will not comment. And how I'd look at it, Mama doesn't know what's going on. And that's that. She will be just as surprised as we are. That's how I'll put that. But I don't believe it. However, I know one thing's for sure. If that lady divorces that man prior to that happening here, I won't blink. I'd go, you sure right. You sure right. Right before what that smooth move smart. I'm telling you. All right, let's talk about this video. Let's talk about the lyrics. The song is called Karma. JoJo Siwa is ready to show her bad side. If you are not familiar with the typical, I was a child star and now I'm trying to be a grown ass motherfucker. This is Jowa's time. Yep, I'm gonna call her Jowa. Fuck the C, fuck the other Joe. It's Jowa. Wow. So Miley Cyrus did this. Can't Be Tamed, for those who remember. Hillary Duff did this. Look at her now. Mama, she wore those clothes of indigenous Indian American people, American Indian child. She ain't been. They say she's minding her business. I say she was never that girl. She was of the time. She's not the time. No shade, if you love her. That lady had a weird shaped head for me. It's cold out. How can you tell? Okay. A few people who have transitioned past this point and did very well because they stayed in their lane. Zendaya is the ultimate example, I think, in my opinion, of people who are actually that girl. The one. Hey, Jadavia. I have to sneeze. Oh my gosh. Ariana Grande. There are a few. Okay. There are a few people. Oh my God, my nose. Oh! JoJo, I think you're going to, well, here's the thing. I think JoJo has this audience that she's built around that bow and that really fucked up hairline and the masculine aggressive dancing that they do. Okay. Because when I see them dance, for me, I feel like I'm watching a video game of Rampage and they're knocking buildings down when I see Baby Girl perform. It's a lot. Okay. I would argue that JoJo's lead single is shit because there is another song that goes sparkle, 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 pop, pop. We are the sparkle. We are the sparkle. We are the sparkle. Sparkle, 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 pop. Okay, now that song's a fucking bop. Wait, where is that shit again? We're dumping it on a playlist. Where is that song? I can't play it. I want to get in trouble. That is not meant for grown ass people, but when I tell you that song is a bop. We are the sparkle girl. We are the sparkle girl. Now that's pop. That's some gay pop. Sparkle, 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 pop. Where is it? Is it the Sparkle Girls? I can't even remember. Hold on. Oh my God. Where is the song, Matthew? Wait a minute. I saw this video of this dude in his apartment just go into a full tuck and then just cut the fuck up. And he was sparkle, 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 pop. But it made me go look for the music because I was like, wait a minute, what is this? Yes. Hold on, I gotta pull it up. I have to find it. Here we go. Here we go. Sparkle Queens. It's okay. Yeah. It's the Sparkle Queens rock and roll remix. Listen, these look like some like preteens and some Lisa Frank exploded all over them. A full mess. No shade. They look a mess. However, that song and that remix, you're not prepared for it. When I say that beat hits, it's like, oh shit. Oh, we're dancing. Oh, we're cutting the fuck up. Ow. Now, I'm here for JoJo's journey. I watched her on Leave It on the Dance Floor, Dance Moms. JoJo, I know you're probably watching this, maybe not so much because you're a very busy little girl. No, you're a grown ass. How old is she? Matthew, how long have I been following JoJo? I'm over here criticizing her low key because I've been following this lady forever. How old is JoJo? Oh, she's 20. Oh, she's grown enough to get read. Okay. She's old enough to get dragged. All right. So 20-year-old. I've been watching JoJo for a minute. Okay. I've watched her since her mom walked in with that red lipstick on her teeth. That first day. And she went to Abby's place of business and she was trying to take over. All right. This is right after Abby was like, Nia, fix your hair. Thank you, Dr. Holly. And fix your face and fix your body and fix your attitude and fix all of that around you. The microaggressions on that show were crazy. Okay. Do not forget they had a black Patsy. Yes. Yes. Do not forget it. Don't forget it. Also, the lady for the rotten apples or the candy apples, she was a monster for multiple reasons. Visually speaking, vocally speaking, everything about her. She's like, I'm a dance instructor. For who? What are you teaching? Not people how to dress, nothing about you look good. Anywho, I've been watching JoJo for a minute. There were times where I was on JoJo's side, other stuff like that, but she always got on my nerves a little bit because you could tell that she was really about it's going to be me, and I knew it for her, and I'm glad that it took off from there. Everybody fell in love with JoJo. She had a whole career after that. Nickelodeon was using her for a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about on the set too today, but yeah, that JoJo, right? Anywho, we get here. Mama's come out as a lesbian. Good for her. And now we dropped a single, and she says, I'm bringing up gay pop. I'm going to be the leader of this revolution, even though we've had gay pop. Ben had gay pop. Ben. I already gave multiple reasons for this, okay? Honestly, Alejandro, one of my favorite episodes. Honestly, one of my favorite episodes. And I'm talking about like slapped her too, because Abby tried to bite her. Like, are you crazy? Fozzie, thank you for the super chat. Sorry, I missed this. I'm so glad you got your well-deserved vacation. I missed you and your videos. I was extremely bored this week. The week you were gone. Oh, Fozzie. Yeah, we have a lot to cover tomorrow and etc. This is why I need to make sure I get some rest tonight. So no reactions tonight. I will be doing my reactions early in the morning and then doing a review. Drewski, lesbian twins, Tegan and Sarah had a word for that. 5 UK 2003. Alaska Thunderfuck could literally drop the first 2 goddamn CDs alone and be done with her and say gay pop. 5 UK 2003. Hi, Maddie. Have you noticed, of course you have, that the cover of Jolene was rewritten from the view of her mother and not Beyonce herself? I'm surprised some have not clocked that because they were so busy being critical of the song that they forgot that the song is a rewrite. It's not a cover. That's what's been getting on my nerves lately about a lot of people's take on certain songs where like, oh, she could never do what Blackbird did. Meanwhile, she's broken that record with Blackbird, charting higher than Paul McCartney's ever did. Also bringing on 4 Black women in the country music industry who also have never charted that high before, now charting that high, along with other people who, her impact is ridiculous. And I think people are mad about that, and they want it to be just one sole person, and it has to look a certain kind of way for them to be that person. But Mama has impact. That is why Beyonce can be now viewed as an icon. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's there. It's, seethe, children, seethe. Think about that. Dolly Parton, her being on that song, I forget what the song was specifically, but she's literally broken a record because of Beyonce. And because Beyonce had Dolly Parton on the album and some songs charted with Dolly Parton on them. And now she has been charting for how many decades now? It's like 5 consecutive. Like, come on now. Beyonce's doing it too. She's low-key. They look at her decade game, and it's amazing. And that's why when they say people aren't going to last that long, and I really have to be real with you because I've been following B for a good minute. It's Tyrant, right? Thank you. Listen. They said that lady did not have longevity and that Ashanti was going to outlast her. They said Ashanti was going to be the one to take Beyonce out when she went her solo career. And they said Ashanti was going to surpass her. They said that. Oh, please remember the days of Foolish. Get yourself back there for my 80s and 90s baby rant pack. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I almost did it loud. Oh, baby, hold on. I swear I'm putting this on God because I'm getting back to my old days. But mind you, I'm born 86, okay? And when Ashanti was coming out was when Beyonce was also at a certain point in the Destiny's Child career, and it was going into the singledom. 2003, you're welcome, okay? There was a conversation that was happening where they said, because Ashanti was doing so well, let's not knock it. Ashanti's first 2 albums did very good at the time. This is before streaming was up there. Whoa, I'm getting y'all back in history. I'm taking you there. When this was physical copies and it wasn't streaming like that. Ashanti was in the conversation that she is going to be better than B. They were talking about that shit. Now, I knew better. A lot of us knew better because we had sense and we knew that. A. Marie was on the board, Gutter, but she only had 1 album at the time. And then when Truth came out, or not Truth, Touch, excuse me, one thing was that girl, but like it didn't go past that. Don't be afraid to touch. I knew she couldn't hold up after that because everybody's music was starting to sound the same. This is about to go. I'm about to have this all come out. Oh yeah, because I was a freshman or sophomore, I think, in high school around this time, so I was there. Yeah, they said Beyonce is no Ashanti, and they said Ashanti's vocals were better. Da, 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 da. Now, I want you to think about Beyonce now compared to like her early career in Destiny's Child and that first album vocally and stage presence wise, because Beyonce was that girl. She was always cutting the fuck up. I love how I have JoJo up here and I'm talking about real artists. Hold on, do I have a picture of B right now? Yeah, let's do that. Let's have up somebody. I need to make sure Mother's up here. You got to understand, this is why I love her, because I have been following her from the jump. Like, I've been following Sade, but Sade was before my time. Just like there were a couple other artists before my time that I knew of, but Beyonce was like I was there for the beginning of the no, 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 but and the remix that happened. Oh yes, bought the first album and everything. That's right, Beyonce. I had that first Destiny's Child album, had the first one. Okay. That lady's vocals were not there, and everybody was like, Kelly is giving more than her, and they all said that she's just the light-skinned one in the front. This is how the girls were treating Beyonce. And then, of course, her daddy run the group, so da-da-da-da-da. They dragged her. The songs got better. She was getting great artists and writers, and all that was happening. Meanwhile, we have solo artists like Ashanti, A. Marie, this, that, and the other that were coming up, and they were in the forefront too. And people were comparing because people knew Beyonce was going to go into that solo career. It was coming. It was coming. That first album drop, we were gagged. It was good. It felt like Destiny's Child, but more so Beyonce on this her shit. It's not, we're, Beyonce and the girls, no shade of Destiny's Child, but that's how it felt sometimes before we got to Destiny Fulfilled, where we can actually hear everyone singing their parts, and it wasn't just one or two songs. And it was like, yes, the girls got all that. That's why I think Destiny Fulfilled is their best album, because everybody got to sing on it. I'm continuing this. Look at me. I'm giving all my breakdown. B-Day, though, this is when we knew. This is when we knew, oh, she was going to mother, because B-Day was that girl. It's still that girl. It's still one of her best albums ever. It's really hard to put it up there on the list, though, because so many albums that came after it got better and better. Sasha Fierce is not one of them. Sasha Fierce was just commercial, because B-Day was that R&B album we were asking for past Dangerously in Love. It was like this one went a little bit more in the horns and drove a little bit harder. It went there. So many good songs on there. Sugar Mama, for example, that, okay? Freakum Dress, Ring the Alarm, Resentment, Irreplaceable. Like, that was it. Like, that was kind of the moment for us with B. But then Sasha Fierce is when she went into the stratosphere, because no shade to my Caucasian friends out there, that lady was making some, yeah, that was her most pop album. That was the most pop one. What was for sure, I Am Sasha Fierce. That's the most pop, period. And that one did really well, even though it's not my favorite album. There are some songs on there like Diva that will still hold the test of time, and That's Why You're Beautiful. That's one of my favorite ones as well. Whew, Get Me Where I Need to Go. And then I prefer some of the songs that didn't make the album. The Forever to Bleed, Forever to Bleed. I should have been there. Sweet Dreams too. Yeah, those girls. But the other songs, to me, it just wasn't that album. And Halo, I thought was overrated. No shade. It's still a beautiful song, but a lot of people related to it. And it gave a lot of hope. Anywho. Now, past I Am Sasha Fierce, we get into 4. This is where the conversation about her vocals really came into play. The Sasha was great. We heard a couple of stuff on the Beyonce part of it. Baby, when we got to 4, Mama was singing down. That album should have got a lot more love than it did. It should have got way more love than it did. That one probably should have got also album of the year. No shade. Because there are some songs on there, baby, you will never be able to get past it. I Cared, fucking Miss You, the one that she wrote with Frank Ocean. Are you crazy? Oh, that song is that album also was out around the time of my mother's passing, so that album has a very personal place in my heart. Miss You was played on fucking Pete. Repeat. Repeat. Repeat, 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 repeat. Repeat, 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 repeat. But my favorite song on the album is Rather Die Young. So shout out to Beyonce for doing it at the Renaissance concert during the Houston show on the second day. Thank you. Yes, 4 did leak. They were trying to sabotage it. Remember, Party had an Andre 3000 version. And then in the video version, she had a song. She did it with J. Cole, which was like, why? But okay, work. 4 was great. Didn't get received as well. Still won Grammys, but it should have been better. And it was her best vocal album at the time. We get to the self-titled album where she completely changed the motherfucking game as far as music is concerned and how music is released today. Do not talk about this woman's impact and say she has none. She told your artist when to drop music, baby. She changed the entire music industry by doing that. Just to get her sales in because of how it was so out of the blue, nowhere. No one knew it was happening. I don't even have to go into that one. With all the videos too. Oh, we were blessed. Now I'm going to say it. As much as many other artists have done music videos with every song that they've done, Beyonce, in my opinion, with the way she was as far as pop culture is concerned, was the blueprint as far as everybody had to drop a video because she was doing it like that. She was doing the videos. Oh, she's doing it. I'm going to have to do that. Oh, yeah. So Beyonce was that girl. She was robbed of that one. Robbed. Changed the game. Changed the game. Robbed of it. Lemonade. The cheating scandal that happened, all that drama that was going on here. And then she comes up with that masterpiece, that love letter, like to women, to Black women, to every woman who's ever been crossed, anybody that ever felt something like that. And then did it with an HBO exclusive fucking movie that was beautifully direct. Please get out of here. Robbed that one. Y'all also gave the Carters Dust, and the Carters was an amazing album, but that wasn't one of her solo ones. That doesn't count. The Black is King experience, that Fooled the Gift, y'all don't, that's not an actual album for her. That was a collection. It was a soundtrack for the movie, The Lion King, which there's a Mufasa movie coming out. You all know the bit. Very interesting. Renaissance changed the game. Renaissance was literally like to the LGBT crowd. Like y'all don't get it. And now Cowboy Carter, please. That lady has been deserved it over others. Yes, I'll say that again. Doesn't matter how many writers, doesn't matter how many people in the production. It is the way that the album is curated and put together that makes it so grandiose and beautiful. And that should be celebrated, not because someone got with a pen and paper and that was just it. Give them a songwriting Grammy and not just the album Grammy. Fuck all that. All right, excuse me. Let me get off my Beyonce tip because I actually am not feeling good today and I'm getting hot right now. So come on, Matt. To Miss JoJo. Let's talk about this lady. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and being here today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and become part of the Rant Pack family. Sorry. That's funny. So, like, let's talk about these lyrics. I was a bad girl. I did some bad things. I swear I did it all for fun and it meant nothing. It never happened. It was a secret. Like when a tree falls in the forest, no one hears it. Another late night, another crazy mood. And I didn't think twice what it would do to you. I was a wild child and you always knew it. It was a matter of time before I blew it. Here's some highlights for me. Like when a tree falls in the forest, no one hears it. Oh no, I'm sorry. I have to do the full bit. It never happened. It was a secret. Like when a tree falls in the forest, no one hears it. That is awful. That is awful. It feels like I'm reading something written in crayon and skid marks. The pre-chorus. Thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not cheat, thou shalt not get caught, or you'll end up just like me. Oh, this is real. This happened. Someone got their pen and paper out and said destruction. I swear this JoJo Siwa, let me find out you're that demon from Death Note. And that's how you're writing your music. And people low key, OJ Simpson. Oh, let me find out JoJo's. Oh, the correlation. That's what gay pop does. It kills body. Let me stop. I can't. Carver's a bitch, all right. Look at this outfit. You should be ashamed of yourself. What the fuck are you wearing? How embarrassing. You're not a football player? Like, what is that outfit? Like, what's happening, Jesus? Anywho, the chorus. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around. How does this work? I'm sorry. Karma's a bitch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around. When I saw the pics of you and her, I felt the knife twist. Karma's a bitch, and she's with you right now. This is why I call her a soft stud, because I don't know what she wants to do. Do you see this outfit? Like, it feels like you're caught between Sporty Spice and like a real. I don't know what this is. Like, okay, hold on. Okay, no, this is not even the worst part about this fucking video, because we gotta get through these lyrics. But like, she goes from looking tacky and stupid, right? All of a sudden, she jumps into the water. I kid you not. This is legit what happened. Jumps in the water, changes into some awful other random outfit that gives the nude illusion of it all, or whatever the case may be, looking like somebody on the challenge trying to get a little cat. And then we get over to her coming out the water looking like this. So she wore white, and now she's wearing black to be a bad girl. So the white was the good girl, the soft stud. Now here is the power stewed. Okay, you know what I'm saying? This is her mask for mask side. This is that energy. This is that. I don't know what this means or whatever she was doing here. Maybe she's a pufferfish. Hold on, JVM. Do we even believe he did it? I think he just put in her name into an AI machine and said, pass. Maybe let's say that. I'm not gonna give him that. Desmond, do you hear me, Desmond? I'm not gonna give you that, sir. I say you put that poor little lesbian, and you put that big-headed child with her fuck-ass hairline and up in the street. You said, let me try to find something here for this wide-shouldered, blonde-headed lady. Let me do something here for her. Okay? And her, I've lost my fucking mind self in this. I want to make something happen. Woo! Then she gets on to not Lindsay Lohan, who looks a fool here, and it becomes this glow scenario. Dry humps this child in this awful, 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 awful outfit. Gets back up. Pushes this black baby down. Do you see this shit? I was gagged. Not Lindsay Lohan's daddy over here. Do you see what I'm seeing? Came back to the white clothes because they had this whole re-emerging from the water and we're still white. It was like, oh, okay. And then like they do this really weird dance, and all the people of texture on one side of the screen, and then all the people of non-texture on the other side of the screen. I swear, look at this. I'm not making this up. I was like, what am I watching? And she knocks the black girl down. I said, Nia, get up. Nia, bend your, you gotta arch your feet, Nia. Arch your feet, Nia. Nia, arch your feet. Oh, it's poop. It's pretty bad. 5UK, thank you for super chat. I've always pissed how haters keep going on about how Beyonce's band members were better than her and put out better music. Yeah, so good, but they didn't buy their albums though, right? They never do. It's always the one they talk a lot about people, but they never buy the albums. I could say the same thing for a certain set of group of fans who were talking mad goo, and I'm like, baby, is she even up there still? Like, buy that lady's music and stop talking about that one lady with that one lip. Drewski, thank you for super chat. Mind you, it's legit stolen Timbaland B-side, if even. I don't even want to say that. Let's finish these lyrics and then go on to other news because I have to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. Help your boy out. He's going through. I'd appreciate it. PayPal.me for /MattyRants, Cash App /MattyRants, and Venmo-Rants. If you can't help out through the tip jar, then hit the thumbs up button, get in the comment section, and talk about some of these hot topics today. JoJo Siwa, you're a menace to music. All right. Verse 2. She's a good girl. I think she's boring. Boring. Believe me, 20 minutes later, you'll be snoring. One more time. She's a good girl. I think she's boring. Boring. Believe me, 20 minutes later, you'll be snoring. But it still kills me that you hooked up with her. And now the universe is giving me what I deserve. I deserve. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not cheat. Oh, whoa. I'll write it down 1,000 times and hope it sets me free. Oh, karma's a bitch. I should have known better. If I had a wish, I would have never effed around. When I saw, why is it would have never effed around? Like, what? Why isn't it karma's a bitch? I should have known better. If I had a wish, would have never effed around. Why is the I in there? I would have never effed around. No. Why is the I? That's too many syllables. Da 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 da. That's stupid. Da 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 da. Would have never effed around. See, like that sounds so phonetically better than I would have never effed around. That's too much. Okay, continue. Sorry. This is me breaking it down. When I saw the pics of you and her, I felt the knife twist. Karma. This is why we're saying karma after that. Karma's a bitch. Oh, whoa. And she's with you right now. Post-chorus. Whoa, oh, uh-oh. Karma's a bitch. Whoa, oh, uh-oh. Karma's a bitch. Better be good, because what goes around comes around. Karma's a bitch, and she's with you right now. Oh, there's more. Oh, you're fucking lying. You're lying. And when I lay me down to sleep, it's not your body next to me. This is the bridge. There's a bridge. Fuck that. Fuck the bridge. Burn it. Burn that bridge. This lonely room. Too soon. Not funny. This lonely room feels so empty. Just me and my regrets. And cold blue eyes look back at me. The mirror has no sympathy. My guilt's become a symphony that won't let me forget. Oh. God, fuck, this is awful. Karma's a bitch, blah, 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 post-chorus, da, 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 da. One more time for the bridge. When I lay me down to sleep, it's not your body next to me. This lonely room feels so empty, just me and my regrets. Cold blue eyes. See, I told you, cold blue eyes. Look back at me. The mirror has no sympathy. It's her eyes, Matthew. I know. Shut up. My guilt's become a symphony that won't let me forget. Oh, this is fucking trash, bro. Fuck the video. Fuck that. Terrible music. Boo Winnie Testerberger. Boo. Wide shoulders. Fucked ass. Boo. JoJo. Boo. I don't want to hear your gay pop. You also need to pay respect to your gay pop elders. They came before you. This new wave of soft stud energy is killing me, girl. I have seen some of the best of soft studs, and this ain't it. This new Z, Generation Z soft stud. I don't know what this is. I need the Generation Z soft studs to step into this room and show up and show out and get in front of this baby right here. She is making y'all look bad. Some of y'all be eating out there with your bald cuts and your lipstick and them eyebrows on fleek with that nice, nasty cubic zirconia in your right ear, giving you all kinds of back earring, horrible gunk problem. I need y'all to stand up because you cannot let her get in front of you. My lesbian sisters, you have to stop this. You have to. Okay, we jumped in when it was necessary for our queens and our punks. Now it's time for you to step out in, because this can't be it. You cannot let this go on further. You got to let her know what's going on. It's not cute. I need one of our elder lesbians to step in the room. Real talk. So have a long conversation with her, and then talk about hats. Talk about how much money she got. She can get herself a hairline and get some work in there, and not do baby hairs down there, and not wear her hair up like that because she looks like a strong-jawed young woman. I feel like you're more of a bus driver than a dancer, JoJo. Also, when you dance, are you good? Are you good, bitch? I'd be watching you move around and I'd be thinking, so when is it going to break? I needed a break. God bless her. God bless her. Rosie, no, I don't want Rosie to see her. We don't need her to become bitter. What? Let's run through the hot topic department. If you enjoyed that dragging today, drop me a little tippy poo in my jar. PayPal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, and Venmo MattyRants. So thank you so much for being here today. Make sure you go stream JoJo Siwa's Karma and follow and support her. And make sure to also remind yourselves the show is for entertainment purposes only. So do not send JoJo Siwa any hate because she doesn't need that. I would still say for my lesbian sisters, yeah, Mina, talk about it. Hi. Hi, what do you want? Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Hey, baby girl. Hi. I'm almost done. Can you give me a second? Can you give me a second? I got my noses runny. Can you give me a quick second? I love you. I love you. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, look at that tummy. Oh, yes. Daddy's girl's gorgeous. Yes, she is. Okay, sorry. The babies came around. Or at least Mina did. This is such a shady, discussing film. I love you, Dow. Even though I don't follow you, but I do always see you on my posts because I'm appreciative of it. This is so corny and so shady of you to do. Full cast for Rihanna's Smurf movie. Is she directing the movie? Or is she just in the movie? Excuse me. I said, okay, Dan. Okay, Sandra. Okay, Billy. Okay, Kurt. We got to James, and I almost said the movie's over. Girl, fuck James Corden. Nick Offerman is a good sign. John Goodman is also a good sign. Can you not lick my scab? That's nasty. Solo, okay, Natasha, Octavia. Listen, I'm not going to watch this because the Smurfs have been they only were great when Hanna-Barbera was a part of it, in my opinion, and Boomerang was still an entity and a thing, and Gargamel was a cartoon character, okay? Do you know what the Smurfs are about? Some small blue motherfuckers that try to not get eaten by an old weird man with osteoporosis and back problems and a fuck-ass cat that needs a clear bath and a brushing. That is what the Smurfs is about. You hear me? Matt, what'd you say? Yes, blue things being eaten by an old man with back problems, sciatica, osteoporosis, dislocation, like dysplasia, all of this got problems. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, Gargamel got some issues. And that cat was on some, listen, feline AIDS, baby. I'm telling you. And they're just eating the motherfuckers because they were told there's the kill. That's what that is. That's what the Smurfs are about. Sorry to ruin your childhood for you. That's what they're doing in every goddamn cartoon, trying not to get eaten. Sick. There's only one girl there. That is very strange. That is very strange. And there seems to be more Smurfs that pop out. Where are they coming from? Because if it's Smurf Met and she's mother, I have questions. All of the compliments is giving me very nasty. So anywho, if Rihanna, we get another lift me up, you can send it right the fuck back. You better have something bopping for this movie. Okay? Why is this happening? The first teaser for Mufasa, The Lion King was shown at CinemaCon that was used similar visual effects to the 2019 film. So it's going to be bad, is what they're telling us, because the first movie was bad because of those visual effects. Yeah, not good. This is not a good sign. Disney, are you trying to destroy yourselves? This must be coming to Disney Plus. Why is there another movie for The Lion King? The first one made a lot of money, but it shouldn't have because it was bad. This, who cares? No shade. Who cares? Bad idea. Bad idea. Y'all may be here for this nonsense. This is very duly coded. Very duly coded. No. I say no. A Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover movie is officially happening. That is my take on that. That is where I'm leaving it. I did see the Marvel news as well. I thought it was really cool with the Thunderbolts asterisk. And of course, our first look at the new Captain America movie. But I want to get into the Quiet on the Set drama, girl, because I didn't see episode 5 yet. And I know we talked a little bit about this for the Rant report. But baby, apparently there is some drama happening with that show because I guess they're being sort of... It's like you have a 5th episode that actually wasn't planned. And instead of you getting everybody that was involved that you asked before about it, you leave certain people out of the roundtable conversation that could have given those experiences. And it was sort of a way of, once again, feeling like they were being used to get somebody versus actually trying to share their stories. This also played into a particular person who's had interviews and clips being used in said documentary without their permission. Jeanette McCurdy, Amanda Bynes have even said that, but it's starting to look like Quiet on the Set's also having a couple of issues themselves. So as much as it's, let's also call up this gross dude who was clearly doing weird stuff with the show and was being toxic work environment along with other folks that were completely not supposed to be there around children. We now find out that even the folks behind Quiet on the Set are now being viewed in the wrong here because they are being selective with their approach about what they want to show and who they want to talk to and how they want to use things and not ask for all permissions there. Imagine Mark Summers, who is the host of Double Dare, for those of you who didn't know, who was then asked a bunch of questions that were all positive about Nickelodeon, didn't know what he was being interviewed for or what the documentary was going to be about, sees that he's being used as almost someone there to say Nickelodeon's great, it's fine, it's this, that, and the other, while being painted another way. It almost makes like Mark was complicit about all those things. So the streets have been talking, baby. And I say talk more because this is interesting, but it's also fucked up. And to be fair, I don't think that anybody's trauma should be used for views or for like, especially if the person who is sharing said story isn't getting compensated for sharing those things unless it's like agreed upon or done that sort of way or whatever. So for me, this feels a little bit icky, all in all. All of this is starting to feel icky. Dan's icky. Quiet on the Set is icky. These former child stars should be treated better and they deserve all the love right now. Okay, so The Talk was canceled by CBS after 15 seasons. Do you want to know why it was canceled? I can point out every single one of them. And it's not Cheryl Underwood. For Cheryl to be the last one standing from this show is something. When they brought the men on, I knew it was over. Jerry, no shade, sweetie. You are not as personable as everybody wants you to be. Just because you're very, I almost said, you're very, everybody can get along with you. You don't seem like a threatening presence of a white man in all industries where Black people love you, gays love you, Latinos, Asians, everybody likes you. You're so nice. You'll get in drag, but you can still be like a dad and a man and like be married and be that guy. Okay, cool. Boo. Now, I did like looking at, oh boy, over there. You know, I watched him just to see him speak and pray for a tight t-shirt, as well as just to hear him say anything and be like, yeah. It's like when I found out Wayne Brady was like pansexual, and I was like, there's hope. Wayne Brady? A lot of y'all call that man corny. I call him talented. Thank you. And fine. These other two women, I don't know who they are and will not investigate. And Cheryl, you went through Sharon Osbourne. You went through bitch, the original cast and everything. It's a gag. So the talk wasn't really giving like they should have been for the last couple of seasons. That's why I sort of fell off with it. I personally enjoyed the show better when it was the original casting, when they had Holly Robinson Pete on there and Leah Michelle. That was when it was good. That's when it was really good. So, like, I got to give Cheryl some credit, though. She really held it down for all that time. But, like, yeah, Eve was on there for a little bit as well. They had a lot of different cast members that came on that show. Sarah Gilbert was on the show from Roseanne, or now the Connors, I should say. So, I don't know. To me, the show had been died. It was never going to come back. It was kind of trash and tragic. Aisha Tyler was on the show. Yeah, it was, again, complete. That show has gone through so many changes. Tonight's the night for Drag Race Season 16. All the queens that were eliminated are coming back, and there's going to be a reunion as well as a lip sync for the She Done Already Had Hers, which is $50,000. I love how Drag Race always incorporates the things I say they should do more often, and they do, but they don't do it the way I really want them to, but it's still nice. If their name starts with an M, I think they're going to do well. That's where I'm at with this lip sync. Yeah, if your name starts with an M, you're about to eat, is where I'm at. I may be surprised. I want to see the girls buck and battle and do what they got to do. I hope for the best for all of them. And whoever wins the $50,000, congratulations. I will have that reaction posted for y'all Saturday morning and do the review, of course, Saturday afternoon. So the live review tomorrow is going to be around the same time this was, which is 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, and 1:30 p.m. Pacific. So make sure you're here. We're also going to do the panel on Sunday. I know you'll be excited to get back to the panel. And then I will be posting the schedule for the rest of the week as far as Chucky reviews. Those will be edited. And of course, the other shows I'll be covering on this channel. I made it. My sinuses, I got one nose clogged up and the left nostril open. And I flipping made it, y'all. And that's it for the rant report today. A little chopped and screwed visual here. Not sure what's going on, but I got to, I guess, update my computer. Thank you for tuning in and having fun with me. I'm trying not to sneeze. Oh! Hit the like button, share it, subscribe, become part of this Rant Pack family. We do this every Friday is the Rant Report. Make sure you tune in. And of course, I gave you a little bit of the schedule coming up this week, Thursday through Friday videos, Monday through Wednesdays. We'll be taking a break, but those PlayStation 5 days of Final Fantasy and Tekken are coming back. Yes, they are, because Maddie's got more time, so we can do that. I love y'all down. Thank you for tuning in. Drop a tippy poo in my jar if you feel like it. PayPal.me/MattyRants. Catch up to MattyRants. Links are available in the description. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow. Nope. Yeah, that's it. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up button on the way out the door. Until next time, bye, everybody. It's all right here. Bye.
Listen.
Yeah.